Good morning, everybody. In this video, we're going to talk about the greatest issue we have when we're trying to manifest, or the greatest problem we have with the Neville Goddard technique. Okay. And in this video, I'm not going to describe the Neville Goddard technique. I'm going to assume you know what it is. And where we go inside our imagination, we drift off to sleep, we live in the end, dwell in the end. Okay, you know all this stuff. You've been doing it. So what's the greatest problem with it? What's the greatest issue? What really holds us back from really manifesting our desires in our 3D world? And it's this. Every time I'm aware of what I've manifested, every time I've manifested a specific intention, okay, one of the things I notice is what holds us back is our mind is trying to figure out how it's going to happen. You get me on that? Especially if you're very analytical like I am. Your mind is always trying to figure out how it's going to happen, when it's going to happen, exactly to the T how it's going to happen. And you have to remember, the how isn't your responsibility. Okay? The when isn't your responsibility. Okay, you might have to go back and really listen to Neville Goddard. You might have to go back and really listen to his live audios. Is that he says that you go straight to the end. Like, for example, if you want your dream house, you go straight to the end and you already have your dream house. You're already living in your dream house. Okay, you go straight to the end. Okay, but what our mind does, our mind will play tricks on us. I know my mind is. My mind does. And this is what I mean. Let's say you want to manifest your dream house. Neville Goddard says, go straight to the end. You already have your dream house. It's not how you got your dream house. It's not when you got your dream house. Okay. It's not you trying to figure out all this stuff. It's not you trying to figure out the area you want your dream house in. Okay. Get me on this? All that has been done. All that is completed. You go straight to the end and you dwell on the end. What does that mean, dwell in the end? Is your dream house is yours. You're living in it right now. You're living in it in your 4D world. Okay. But the main issue our mind plays with us is when you're trying to live in the end, when you're trying to dwell in the end, even when you go inside your imagination and you can see yourself living in your dream house, you can see yourself, you walk around touching things. You know what I mean? You're trying to make it as real as possible. You're trying to produce that feeling state. But your mind will play tricks on you because you're fine. Stay aware of this. You're fine where your mind will drift and your mind's trying to figure out, well, how did this dream house happen to me? How did I buy the dream house? Okay, my dream house is $1 million or $500,000 or $200,000. How did I afford it? What type of job do I have? Okay, how did I save the money to get my dream house? You see what I'm saying? Your mind will play tricks on you like that. You got to control your thoughts at that point. Okay. And you might find, like, no matter what intention you set, your mind will play tricks on you like that. You're trying to figure it out. You're trying to figure out how it happened to you. And Neville Goddard says, no, stop trying to figure out the how. Go straight to the end. It's already happened. Okay, that's even when his mentor was Abdullah. Abdullah would tell him the same thing. You go straight to the end, and it already happened to you. Okay, it's not about how you got there. Okay, the how isn't your concern. You give up the how. You let it go. But Neville Goddard he was in New York at the time, and he wanted to go back to Barbados. Okay, and this was when around the time where his mentor was Abdullah. And Abdullah told him, well, and Neville Goddard was in his Great Depression. He had no money, no means to go back to Barbados. So he's in New York. And Abdullah told him, Abdullah said, well, when you go to bed at night in New York, when you lay in your bed as if you're laying down going to sleep in Barbados. You know what I mean? You act as if. Okay. He said, when you walk the streets of New York, pretend you're walking the streets in Barbados. Put yourself there. Okay, that's what it really means, living the end, dwelling the end. That's the only thing you focus on. So if you want to manifest a dream house, for example, the only thing you focus on is you already have your dream house. It's not about how you got it. It's not about how you got the money. It's not how you paid for it. It's not what your rent is, what down payment you paid. Stop with all that stuff. You already have it. Okay. And the good thing is, the good news here, the longer you do this, you stay consistent, persistent with it, you'll get better and better and better with it. And you eventually will stop controlling the how it happened, and you will just go straight to the end. You will just live in the end and in that 4D world until it actually comes to your 3D world. And I've experienced this. Like just lately, I experienced this. One of my intentions was, when I go back to Thailand here, I wanted to go back to Thailand on a year visa. Being under 50, under retirement age, it's pretty difficult to get a long-term visa. And I didn't know how I was going to get a visa. I let the how go. I just told myself, live the end. I'm going back to Thailand with 1 year visa. And lo and behold, I got that. It took about 8 months. Okay. I set this intention about 8 months ago. And it basically just came true a few weeks ago. So what's kind of really weird with that is that, like, when it happened, when I got my attention, when it happened, yes, of course I'm excited. But the weird feeling I had was that I had it like a year ago. I had it like 8 months ago. That was the weird moment I had, because it always felt like I already had it. Okay. Because the truth is, we already had it. The truth is, you already have your dream house. You have it in your 4D world. All you're doing is waiting for it in your 3D world. Same way with me. I wanted the year visa in Thailand. Okay. I saw myself having it in my 4D world. I kept it in my attention, dwelling the end. Then all of a sudden it came to my 3D world. Okay. I already had it. That's why it feels weird to me right now. Like when I do got it, it seems like I've had it all along. I mean, that's such a weird feeling that you will get when you do this stuff. Is once it happens to you, it will feel like you've had it since the beginning. And when you have more experiences like this will like boost your confidence. This will boost your confidence in imagination does create reality. What I see, what I hold in my attention, what I hold in my mind, what I imagine is going to happen sooner or later. Okay. But anyway, just wanted to share that with you, share those thoughts. Hang in there, and blessings to you, by the way. I'm going to finish my walk. Comment below, let me know where you are, how's it going and everything, and I'll see you in the next video.